You know, Rodney McCray was a pretty damn good defensive player.
Yeah.
And it just didn't get done. You know, for what they were going to get, Roy Tarpley at the time was a monster.
Yeah, he was a beast.
Unfortunately, you know, he had his issues to deal with, and Mark Aguirre was also a scorer, and they were going to get something else. And I think if Roy Tarpley had been, you know, up to par, that would have been a good trade, I think.
Yeah.
And again, 3 players. But because, you know, Jerry West didn't like the fact that it was just going to be Mark Aguirre versus me, and you know, he knew I'd fit in, and things worked out.
There are times, and I'm just going back and forth. One thing you said, and I love this, and I was thinking about you when Michael Jordan, The Last Dance, and you talked about Michael Jordan first coming to Chapel Hill, and you said, for a day or a week, I was the best player. I was the best player on that team, and then all of a sudden, it's like, wait a minute, hold on.
Yeah.
Did it just hit you that quick? You know, when you were playing with Michael.
There's certain things you can see. You know, I saw him in high school. Know he had some talent. His attitude outweighed his athleticism and his athletic ability, which was high, but he's a hunter, you know, and he sought me out. I was the best guy on the team, and he had to see, you know, where he measured up, and so every day after practice, you know, 2.5 hours of practice, then you got to go back to study hall. You remember that college routine?
Yeah.
And you're tired. You're just ready to go to get that meal and go to bed or whatever. And Michael pushing me back on the floor. Where you going, young fella? Calling me young fella. Where you going? Let's go play one-on-one. 5. You know, he just always was doing that. But when he got the science and the theory of the game down under Coach Smith, you know, a lot of drill work, and he just hated to lose, Brad. He hated to lose anything. Backgammon was like losing an NBA playoff game to him. Coach had him in a running group that was slower than the fastest group. He asked Coach to put him in the fastest group just so he could show those guys that he could dust them off. That kind of attitude right there. And then it didn't take him long. You know, I said I was better than he was for about 2 weeks. Actually, it was about a month. But when he got the theory down and started understanding how to not use so much energy, but the energy that he had and combined with the talent, how to use a pick, you know, timing, you know, it was something to see. Sam Perkins, he dunked on Sam Perkins and I one time in practice. He came between us and split us and did one of those double clutch Dominique things. And Sam Perkins, I looked at that and I was like, damn, that's all you can do. He's here. And that year, right around the ACC tournament against Ralph Sampson, we don't win that year without Michael. I know I was the most outstanding player, but there were some big shots in that Georgetown game. Yeah. And even before that against Virginia, and he had arrived, man. Now I tell him all the time, you couldn't win nothing else without me in college, but he ain't trying to listen to that right now.
Hello everyone, I spend a lot of time trying to get you guys nice videos, so please subscribe to this page, and please subscribe to my second page. The link to my second page is in the description section. Thank you.